Welcome to another exciting episode of your informative and educative program, Zimbabwe, the Awakening Giant, where we bring to the fore the amazing sons and daughters of the soil who are making significant contributions to the growth of our nation in various sectors of the economy. Now, today, we revisit the versatile tree propagation expert in Harare's western suburb of Bluffhill, who has not just created an intensive demo plot with an extensive gene bank at his residence, but he has now established an educational tourism site at his place as well. The man behind this interesting project is retired college lecturer Mr Rasara, and while we are eventually going to join him on some of his educational tours, we would like to start off by asking him to give us a brief background about himself and how he managed to switch from the chalkboard to the tree pruning knife.
I was a lecturer, Harare Poly. Right. I was mostly into business communication, marketing communication, all those, but I had to change my flavor. That's not where my passion lies. I actually discovered it late. No, this is not what I really want to do in my life. What I'm doing now, I'm enjoying it, and it runs in my blood.
Is it something that you went to school for?
This is a chapter that we only once did in Form 2. But that is not it's very much interested into that. But takazoramba tichitsvaga information iyoyo through groups, but it intensified usually the COVID era. That takazonyatsa kuve very serious about it, because kwese kwatainyapa kuti no, I'm busy ndiri kumhanya kwakati because basa rakapera riripo, munhu wese akunzi gara pamba, but wagara pamba wotsanga kuona kuti handina chandiri kuita. But pasina chandiri kuita kumberi uku, it means time iyo yandiri kuuraya ichandibata ndisina chekudya kumberi. That's when we intensified and started heavily into fruit farming.
Right, let's now go into pano pamba penyu mati muri kusanganisa landscaping nema fruit trees.
Yeah.
Donzo renyu ndire kuita sei pekupedzisira.
Right, isusu what we have done now, one, we have created an academy where we are actually training people grafting methods. We created a gene bank. Miti yese taanayo mizhinji inodikanwa for commercial purposes, because most people vanongoziva fruits but havazive miti, and there are so many meats dzinenge dziri muvanhu dzekuti dzinenge dzisingatoshandi izvo, kuti orange rinake rinoiswa sugar, but you end up asking yourself kuti orange rinake roiswa sugar, saka munzimbe totoisa mukokoka. Saka there are certain things that you tend to try to explain. And kune zvinhu zvakaita semakiwi, kumwe munhu angaziva kuti kiwi rinenge chitomugara chimunakira, but kuti azive kuti mukiwi wacho it's a vine just like a grape. Saka it's trying to demystify and expose people to life-like scenarios so that at least they can simulate something that they can do kumba kwavo. Because munomu munhu anogona kuchema kuti handina land, but ane 300 square meters. Asi mafruits anoda and under fresh fruit. Kune dzimwe nyika, some people are celebrating vast farming, balcony farming, but vachikohwa vachifara. One. So then we are trying to create an academy for grafting and an academy for propagation. Then we are also trying to create an educational tool. We have got all cultivars in place, and we need to catch these people young. Kuma creche, my preschool, my Sunday school teachers, they can come with their kids. We expose them, we give them an educational tour about all the trees, and we also expose them to propagation methods. But obviously for those kids, mostly we will be dwelling on replication from seed, because my sharp tools, they are still very young. Then also we are trying to create a photo shoot for those people who want to have my photos, especially my weddings. My themes are be fruitful and bountiful and multiply. Saka such scenarios hakuna munhu anga ari kuoffer, because mostly anga ingori nyaya kuti munhu anoenda kuloni vogara pasi nemumwe wake waari kuchata nawo green scenario, but now we just want to take it a little bit further, kuti inenge ine green scenario but with a fruitful venture in everything, a bit more color added on to that.
Imimi munhu agarisa munyaya dzezvemiti idzi, ngatiti munhu anenge inini anoda kupindawo munyaya dzezvemiti, ndiri kuramba ndichipa reference yangu nemunhu wandakasirwa nasekuru wangu, because ndiri kuupicture izvozvi uri barren, yeti ndiri kuona zvakaitika pano pa small piece of land. Miti yamungakurudzire kunyanya vanhu vari muZimbabwe munomu for now, starters, beginners, nemarket yatinayo yamutoziva kuti izvezvi kune market yechakati chekuti munhu akapinda anogona kupinda at the lowest possible mari yaaisa pacapital yaainvesta asi in 2 years 3 years akuharvesta mbiri.
Alright, fine. Miti yese just like project kune short term, medium term nema long term. But obviously for sustenance you have to mix that matrix hiyo. But kana mnaida kukasira kupinda chikumzo da kungoita mari yake. Mapopo zvima IPB9 zvirubva ku India. They can sustain because upon planting within 9 months from transplanting they start fruiting. But in a short period of running, because commercially they can run up to 5 to 6 years. But obviously you can amass enough money to buy other cultivars. It's now we are moving from short term to medium term, from medium term to long term.
Inini kana ndafunga kutanga miti munondibatsira sei? Muri kubatsira here varimi tanzwa kuti muri kudzidzisa ndizvo. But munobatsira here zvokuzosvika kumunda kwangu zvinoitwa nevarimisi vaya ve agritechs.
I cannot guarantee that because isusu yedu hatina yedu extensive ngekiri program yekuti tinofanira kuzoenda kumundo kwemunhu wese, but information we give for free. If you come here, if you want to inquire about fruit trees, I will give you all necessary information because I understand that every decision must be information driven. But zvekuzoti watenga panapo kana watenga kumwe, for me it's not an issue. But all I can give you and what I can guarantee, all necessary information that I have regarding whatever I want to do, I will give.
Imimi mune miti munoda kuti chii kuvana vamwe vacho vari kutobva kuma tertiary institutions vodzoka vachichemota kuna mabasa.
Ipapa pandiri kunyepa, there's a serious mindset reorientation that needs to be done. It's part of the decolonization process inogona kunge ichidiwa, especially kune mablacks isusu, because we cannot equate kuenda basa nekuwana mari. That's not it. Because zvakawanda zvatokwanisa kuita kunyange kune imwe miti iri kutodyarwa kana mamwe maochadha ari kutoranwa nevanhu vasinotomvera vaenda kuchikoro, because basic concept iripo irespect kuti uri kuziva zvauri kuita usi, but muti ukadiridzwa unotongobereka. Izvo dzimwewo dzekuzoti macosmetics ekuti zvana pruning, fertigation echi zvinozouya, plus unotozvidzidzawo uchifamba.
Iyo miti pane pandandasirira pamabata, iyo miti inoda mafertilizer akaita sei? Ndine muorange wangu inini for real unobereka maorange ari stuffed asina mvura. Unenge waita sei? Unenge wakonzerwa nezvi chichi nechiitika pano?
Inga mukutaura mega kuti uri stuffed unenge usina mvura, muri kudiridza here? Because nekuti wakura Mwari anoona.
Aiwa, kamutaura kuti orange unoiswa sugar. Saka inini ndenda ngofuka kuti meno vamwe zvoda sugar izvo.
Alright, aiwa, concept yemaorange inotaurwa nevakawanda, but pane patinotora ski panyaya iyoyi. Normally kana miti iyoyi ma-citrus they are chemical intensive, anoda kusprayiwa for ma-aphids and things like that. But kazhinji mishonga yacho kana ichinge yagadzirwa inogona kuda kusprayiwa kuchinaya. The ideal thing chinofanira kushandiswa ipapo inofanira kushandiswa mineral oil, but inoti dhuri enda haiwanikwe muno. Mukazhinji muno inotoimportwa from South Africa. But vazhinji vanje vaigona kuti kana achinge agadzira mushonga wake otora sugar twe brown okurungira achiisa imomo, sugar yaishanda sesticking agent kuti mushonga ubate chete, kwete kuti yainzi muti ngauhakire kutapira kweshuga. Because otherwise kana taakuti chinhu chese ngachihakire kutapira kweshuga, munzimbe taipedzisira totoisa mukoko. Saka there are some of those things which ought to be demystified. Kunyange acho dambudziko rinoitika ndekuti munhu anga atotaura kuti taitosenza mupurazi taitozviitiswa nemurungu. Vanhu nanga vaizviita, but vanga vasiri kuziva purpose yazvaitirwa. Kuti kuti zvaitirwa kunzi muti uhakire kutapira kweshuga, that's not it.
Kana ndichida kuita nyuchi pamusha pangu, miti yamungandikurudzire kuti ndiite ndei?
Alright, nyuchi dzinoda maruva. But chiri very easy chinogona kuitwa nemunhu wese ada kuita nyuchi. Pane maruva inonzi perennial basil. It's an all year round blooming plant. And iyo pachayo inokoka nyuchi zvakanyanya. Saka kune munhu asina nzvimbo confuse kuti miti yake ainayo, but iyoyo futi maruva iwaya ainawo. Because maruva iwaya anoshanda zvinhu zvakawanda. Anoiswawo mahamburger, anoiswawo macoleslaw salad and things like that.
Iyo basil iyo.
Wild basil iyo kana kuti perennial basil.
Saka kana ndichi inini ndoti ndiri kuda kuiisa pamusha pangu ndinoiwana sei? Ndinini ndakagara ndiri kuona TV ndiri kumba kwangu izvozvo ndoiwana sei?
Basil tinayo panapa, and it's one of the things that totoshandisa especially for propagation, because here tinoita through cutting. Saka we produce thousands of it. And we're actually supplying to a lot of farmers, especially kumarondera, like ana muzerenge vari kuita zvenyuchi kumarondera.
Inobatsira kuti nyuchi dziuye.
inobasa kuti nyuchi dziuye plus dzinoramba dzine chikafu all around plus iye ine scent yekuti uchi wayo wainogadzira it's very clear but unenge uine kasmell futi kakanaka zvisingaiti.
That was a brief talk we had with Mr Rasara, an entrepreneur who has turned his backyard into a thriving business venture that is attracting visitors from as young as preschool children up to commercial farmers who come to buy propagated trees from his nursery. We now take a short commercial break. When we return, we join Sam during some of his educational tours with both the young and old visitors to his business. Welcome back. In today's edition of Zimbabwe, the Awakening Giant, we are looking at how Mr Rasara of Bluffhill in Harare has utilized the small space at his residence to start off a fruit tree propagation and educational touring business. In the first part of this program, we heard him telling us how it all started. Now let's join him as he takes a touring group through some of the lectures he gives during these educational tours.
When you are venturing into any fruit farming venture, anything that you should firstly consider is your boundary. It's of paramount importance. And we strongly recommend that if you want to do fruit farming within the domestic confines, it is best for you to use solid wall. If you use the solid wall, it means use all your space up to the last millimeter. If you have to use a heavy, it means about 50 to 75 centimeters, you cannot use, but cumulatively right around your yard, you have discarded a very big piece of land. Right. For instance, here we are using Durban grass, but we are creating a gene bank. A gene bank, we are simply saying it's different special varieties put together for a certain reason. I'm a retired lecturer. Taita problem kuti noita kudzisawana pamusoro pemiti. You may have all necessary academic information, but hakuna kwaunokwanisa kuzoenda nevana kuti vakwanise kuti vaite zvamuri kutaura zvachizvo. Any commercial plantation, any serious farmer would not allow you in and would simply cite biosecurity as a reason, but that's not the reason. Because yani ngokutaura kuti miti yangu kuti tipinde zvirwere ndo zvandiri kutyira. So the furthest you can go into any farm is from the entrance to the kiosk. Wanakirwa ukati da kudzokura enda unotenga food. So it's a trade secret whereby you are simply saying you are enshrining something as a secret, but at the same time you are protecting your business. Miti inenge yakabva kuri. Saka kuti angokupa iwo anenge ataura kuti mbiri yako ndiyei. And after all, that's his way on survival. Yes. Right. Saka panapa we have got this one. This is a mango variety. Mango is one of the purple fiberless mango. It is called the Tommy Atkins. All fruit trees are usually classified as early maturity, medium maturity, and late maturity. Saka pa Tommy Atkins now, this one is an early maturity. But in most instances, anything that is referred to as an early maturity, the projected 100% fruit population within the tree, you are most likely going to recoup at least 85% of it. Chini chinopinda mseason munhu wese akachimirira achichida and is willing to dispose something of value for utility ownership. So miti yedu masimira takaita panapa tiri kushandisa inonzi ultra high density. Roughly we are just using about 3 meters away from each tree. But at the same time we must also be guided by municipal bylaws. Municipality inoti any domestic quarters with a foundation should be at least 3 to 5 meters away from the boundary. But that space here inosirwa for transmissions lines nemasewer lines. But azvire kuti iwo hauchaishandisi. Panapa tinoida kuita cost effective usage of land. Unozwa munhu achitaura kuti nani napekuti mandine 300 square meters. Takamirira kuti ndipuwe price. Haungazomubvunza kuti mbiri yako ndeyei kuti unofanira kuti upuwe price. Because in that small piece of land, dramatize the effectiveness of your ability. Just like a flower, bloom where you are planted. Some are celebrating aquaponics and vast farming vachiko. Asi uri 300 square meters pado ndoda pakuru panogera. Iva ari kuri. Zvarakangoya rakadara ndizvozvo. Right. Saka we simply say wherever you stay, irrespective of stature, there is something that you are capable of doing. Munhu wese you have to identify your unfair advantage and make use or capitalize on it. So we are simply saying all varieties, they are usually classified as early maturity, medium maturity, and late maturity. Right. Early maturity in most instances you are capable of getting more of the estimated population value in a tree or upon harvest. Because ipapo pane nyaya yekuti one zviri kupinda museason 1 yese wakawanda, there is multiplicity of pilfering. Hausiwo wega uri kubirwa. Zvakabowa kwamukoma Chris, zvobowa kwamukoma Chingove, at least unosarawo nezvishoma. Whereas late maturity kana kuri kuchibage early maturity etera zvanatsokombisa. But there's no vakatozoyana kashuru. Then medium maturity neshumba, late maturity nenzou. There's no time na July. Then late maturity vamwe vakatopedza kukohwa muna June chibage. But ime makachaisa chishanga kare. Mamutoteya mbeva muchipisa mane zvokuti zvese nokutopisa uswa handizve. Which means munhu ane late maturity he has to extra invest on fire guard, crop guard. Then pane predator and danger again. When you are getting into any fruit farming venture, you have to be truthful to yourself. There are certain things that you possibly like, but there might be certain things that go against your objectives. Anything that goes against your objectives, we classify it as a predator. You know what I'm going to mango, orange. Those are sweet tasting and attractive, good scent fruit. But in Zimbabwe, in a zone, for your success factor, you have to determine something that is at least tolerant of the predator prevalent in your area. So now, this is part, it's more like a fiber block, but in a immersed in certain substances. Substance minimum in a lure. This lure now is working on a pheromone level, but mostly in a attract mammals. Because the pheromone, is a sexual scent, but a sexual scent is much stronger than a hunger stint. Kachuya pana pakasati katomboruma mengo kana kuti pana mai vari kunhwirira pano vada kuti vatange vaone kwasandari. But this lure now munenge muina that attractant inenge yakaiswa futi a substance which now kills on contact. But now it works on a diffusional level now, which is science secondary. But now this thing is now closed in. Area of higher concentration is within, and now it diffuses through the walls. An insect is now directed by the color. Firstly to the color yellow. Once here now, it's invited in by the scent, but led by the holes. And this is hung above here. So while it's working on this one, there's a silent killer. This is called the diclovos tablet. It diffuses and it kills. And once killed, it's trapped in here. It's easier now to measure effectiveness because it fills up, then we empty and we reset again. Zvasiyana nechekuti inonzi inozoguma apa yozofa tisingaioni kana zvimwe zvezvo zvatogona kuudzwa nemamwe maagronomist hatisi kuvatuka. Una kutaura kuti kana muti wangoita maruva sprayer, ime muri kuspraya chinhu chamusingaziva kuti chinogara kupi. Zvakufanira kunzi mudashiri poserai dombo mudenga ichasangana naro dombo remunhu. But kubasa kwavo ndo mawaniro avo nendo mari yavo. Handitika. Saka it's a new concept that has been used for a while, but it has been heavily used in commercial setups. Ukaenda kuma blueberry farms in some cities they don't even use a linful bucket, vanoshandisa tape. It's a question yekuti you are limiting the amount of chemicals getting into your body. They are now attracting, it's a selective calling to killing because it's only the fruit fly that you find in here. It's a process you attribute. We want to leave no chance for any tree to accept. So we tongue and we put shibatans and nepasa. But at the same time, we are cutting more like an umbilical cord here. Supply of all food, production of all food from this one is not endo. But it's not can be a matching panel. Once done, if it accepts, then we cut over here. This is now an independent plant. But this plant, it could bow with mature characteristics from here. If you look this one, this is a kid, but it's you have to get a flower. Why? So there's proper genetic purity in the parent.
Yeah, we transfer again.
But apachatuda kuavoida chekuti hatisuda kuita grafting. In the event it fails, it means we've lost this soil. Saka tiri kuibatanidzira nepasi panapa, but still inongoramba ine livelihood support from the parent apa. Because kana tichinge tabvisa gwati, it means chikafu hachichakwanisi chagadzirwa pa kuti chiende kune iyi. But still iyi plant iri kumanikidzwa kuti isupply mvura. Se drip kunzi munhu ari pa drip haasi kudya any solid but still survives.
It was indeed an educational tour with a difference for the group that toured Mr Rasara's home in Bluffhill, where he has established a demo fruit plot in his backyard. So, apart from learning about the fruit trees themselves, the visitors also learnt about biosecurity and the dangerous insect, the fruit fly, that farmers are supposed to be wary of in their activities, among other things. And they also learnt about the various methods of improving their fruit production, albeit in a simplified and relaxed manner. We now take another short break. When we return, we take a closer look at the young at heart and how we can take them on board from an early age. Please stay tuned in for more. Welcome back. In today's edition of this exciting program, we are looking at fruit tree production, and we have already been taken through some tips by our propagation guru, Mr Rasara. Now we join him as he takes the young at heart through his fruit garden wonder.
We welcome you to Bluffhill Fruit Forest. I'm sure most of you have eaten fruit. Yes, it's a fruit forest. If you look around, it's all trees here. So what we are simply going to do today, they are conversant with English, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. What we are going to do here, everything we are going to be talking about, it is mostly about trees.
Trees?
What do you want to do when you grow up, my daughter? You want to cook? And you, what do you want to do when you grow up? Or you're already doing what you're already doing? What do you want to do when you grow up?
What do you want to do when you grow up? Which job do you want to do?
Rape.
You want to what?
Okay, fine. And you?
I want to be a policeman.
You want to be a policeman?
Policeman.
Why?
Because I have a friend and I do the streets.
Okay. And my boy, what do you want to do when you grow up? You're not yet sure.
Speak up, Jay.
Don't worry. And you, my sister, what do you want to do when you grow up? What job? You're still thinking. Good one. And you?
I want to be a chef.
You want to be a chef? Okay, what does a chef do?
Cook.
Oh, he cooks. What is it that...
Cupcake.
Oh, you want to be a chef too also? Okay, what is it that you want to cook?
We're gonna bake.
We are now going to start our lecture here. We are going to learn being farmers when we grow up. Farmers, they feed the nation. But here mostly we are going to be talking about fruit trees. If you look at the fruit tree like this one, we are actually now standing in the shade, isn't it? So the first thing that we get from trees is what? It's shade. Right. Besides getting shade, when this is a mango tree, what type of tree is this one?
Mango.
How many of you have eaten mangoes? Did you like it?
I like grapes.
You like grapes? So
And
easy.
I like apples.
You like an apple? Have you ever seen an apple tree?
I like oranges.
Oh, that's okay.
And I like strawberries.
You like strawberries? No, the easiest thing, let's simply say, what is it that you like of all the food? What food do you like, my daughter? You are still thinking about what you like. Fine. And you? Oranges, you?
Banana.
Oh, you want a banana. And yourself?
Orange.
You like an orange.
What I like?
Watermelon. Okay, fine.
Chris.
Don't eat the bottom.
You are like an apple. Right? This one is an olive.
Olive.
An olive tree. This one is a mango tree. This is a plum. Right. This one is what? You said this one is an olive. What is it? Olive. Fine. This one is a grape. How many of you have eaten grapes?
No, too high. I don't like grapes.
You don't like grapes again? Me.
The term catching them young has been put into perspective as we saw the youngsters being introduced to growing trees by Mr Rasara of Bluffhill in Harare. But not only was he showing them the ropes of the trade in fruit production, he has also showed us that Zimbabwe has many resources that we should tap into to improve our livelihoods countrywide. And with that, we have come to the end of this exciting episode of Zimbabwe, the Awakening Giant. Until next time, same place, same station, pleasant viewing.